Question: what is the position of an imam who works for the prison? Should he carry on with this work or should he leave it? Generally, the imam would be liaising with ministers of other faiths, and as far as I am aware, the salah in congregation is restricted to Jumu'ah. And if there are restrictions on what he can say, i.e. about the people of the book, should he leave this job or stay to establish Salafiyyah to the Muslim inmates, as they are not receiving that information at the moment? Allah knows best. Know that, Ikhwan, if a brother has the ability to enter the prisons to give da'wah and to lead the Jumu'ah, that is khair, Ikhwan, khair kathir. Yani that it is a massive opportunity to give da'wah, and no doubt, Ikhwan, that which I'm aware of is that there are hundreds, in fact thousands of inmates who are crying out for individuals to present them the haqq, to present them the truth. As it stands right now, the majority of the imams for the prisons up and down the country are Ahlul Bid'ah, the majority of them. And secondly, and not relating, Ikhwan, to those inmates. Many of them don't even like going, just go because they can get out of the cell. But as far as them actually liking the message and feeling the message, then what I'm acquainted with is that many of them, Ikhwan, don't like what they hear, and they know that it is not in accordance with the haqq. Many of them, but there's no one, Ikhwan, from Ahl al-Haqq that has the ability to enter those prisons or is in those prisons, except a few. And so if a brother is Salafi and has the ability to enter those prisons to give da'wah, then no doubt, Ikhwan, that is khair kathir. And when a person is in prison, it gives or him being there, he has an opportunity to think, to get a grip of himself, to reflect upon his actions, to reflect upon his sins, and that is an ideal time for that person to be receiving the haqq, to be giving da'wah, to be rectified. And so, Ikhwan, it is an opportunity for one who is able to get into the prison to give some da'wah to many hundreds, possibly thousands of individuals, Muslim and non-Muslim. He mentions generally the imam would be liaising with ministers of other faiths. That's not a problem, as long as, no doubt, it doesn't lead to you compromising in any aspects of your religion. For you to have to liaise with a minister of another faith is possibly going to have to be the case, because most of those institutes have a multi-faith type forum, that those individuals who have those positions, that they are in charge of this arena. And so the faith arena is governed not only by one faith within prisons, and that is just how it is, because in prisons you don't have individuals, inmates of one faith. And so when that is the case, your liaising with them should not involve you compromising anything from your deen. But the liaison is as it relates to any times that you're supposed to be there, or who should have the keys, or any of those issues related to usage of the area, the designated area, or what have you. Those things, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. And Ikhwan, the problem is right now, our manhaj is warped in regards to cooperation or in regards to work. Right now, Ikhwan, people believe that the Salafi should cocoon himself, or should be in a cocoon and only speak to Salafis, only deal with Salafis, only talk to Salafis. Ikhwan, our da'wah is a da'wah that is for everyone. And how, Ikhwan, are we going to spread the da'wah of the haqq except that we liaison with individuals, except that we have interaction? And our interaction, again, should not involve compromise. That we don't compromise our deen, abadan. But our interaction with them necessitates or allows us, Ikhwan, to have that debate, to have that, or to give that da'wah, to spread that haqq, to sit down and to speak and to spread that haqq. Otherwise, Ikhwan, how is that haqq going to be spread? And in no way will you find any of our scholars speaking against that. Rather, they encourage that. They encourage, Ikhwan, the entering into prisons, encourage the speaking, for example, Ikhwan, to certain bodies, certain agencies, if one is able to do that and to convey the haqq to them and to let them see what this Dawah Salafiyyah is about. That this Dawah Salafiyyah, on top of being a belief that we cling to, the Dawah Salafiyyah is a universal da'wah, Ikhwan, that rectifies societies. And we saw the prophets and the messengers, ikhwan, not only calling to Tawheed, ikhwan, alone, or calling to one aspect of deen, but rather they rectified society in every aspect of its aspects. That which is related to community, the safety of the community, ills that were present within society, they were formal, at the forefront of remedying those ills. The Anbiya wa Rusul. And so, ikhwan, we shouldn't take the back, knowing that that is our task, knowing that that is our job. Yeah, and the individuals who are truly trying to follow the prophets and the messengers. But as we say, that any work that one partakes in that revolves around that it does not revolve around one compromising his deen, or that he cooperates upon the forum of da'wah, or that he cooperates upon the forum of da'wah. But as long as he doesn't cooperate with Ahlul Bid'ah mathalan, and in the forum of giving da'wah, and that liaison is as it relates to work, and as it relates to the utilization of facilities, or the designated areas, or what have you, then none of that opposes the manhaj of Ahl Sunnah. When our problem right now, as we mentioned, is the jahl with the manhaj that many of the brothers have, causes our sight, ikhwan, or causes us to have veils over our sight in regards to what is haqq and what is batil, what is correct, what is incorrect. It all just looks like one and the same to me, and it just looks like cooperating with Ahlul Bid'ah or Ahlul Dalalah. And because of that jahl, ikhwan, we miss out on khair kathir. So there are a lot of arenas, ikhwan, that we should be getting involved in that will not involve our compromising our Salafiyyah, not involve our compromising aspects of our deen, not involve us cooperating with Ahlul Bid'ah wa Dalalah. And if that is the case, ikhwan, then that is khair kathir, that we can earn and da'wah that can be given in those arenas. And so whoever this individual is, if he is in the prisons, know that, ikhwan, istamir, continue with that. I was speaking just recently with our Sheikh Falah bin Ismail, and we spoke at length concerning this very same issue. And our Sheikh was mentioning that we should be at the forefront of entering those arenas, of giving da'wah and being known for rectifying the community, rectifying our society, rectifying ills, correcting that which is present as the Prophet and the Messengers were, with da'wah to aqeedah, tawheed, and with rectifying, ikhwan, those actions and those things that they partake in that are harmful to themselves. And so, ikhwan, that is what our da'wah involves and comprises of. وجزاكم الله خيرا.